guys, welcome to RJ Reviews. This is my first review of the channel, and it's gonna be my thoughts of what I like and what I didn't like about my own phone that I've been using it since it came out. Now it's for nearly 8 months, and that was the Galaxy S20 Ultra. All the things I like and don't like. If you like the video, if you can, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. Now let's get into it. So starting with a bit of specs, just to give you a bit of like the phone, what is inside and everything. So the phone has got 6.9-inch display, 2K display. It has got 12 gigs of RAM, and it's running the Exynos version of processor, not the, obviously I would say a much better Snapdragon. It's running 990 Exynos with 5000 milliamp hour battery, fast charging with up to 45 watts, although the charger it comes in the box is only 25 watts. Also capable of wireless charging up to 15 watts, and also has got the capability of sharing the wireless charging. I mean, like you can charge other devices putting it on the back of the phone, like the Galaxy Watch Active, which I am using right now. It's running Android 10 on the top of One UI version 2.5, and obviously it's being in the UK, it is 5G version, which we'll get into later on. The price in the website right now, in Samsung website here, it will be 1099. I think there is some Black Friday deals going on if you guys want to go and check out. Now let's start. The first thing, obviously, let's talk about the design. I think it's a very good design. It looks expensive in the hand. It looks expensive, feel expensive. It's ergonomic. The only thing I would say, the first thing I did when I bought the phone, I put a D-brand skin on it because it was too slippery in my hand. I hate putting cases on, so I just put a skin on just to get a better grip. But overall, I wouldn't say it's the best design. When I bought the phone, it was 1300, and for 1300, it's not look smashing. I can say that obviously the later S20 Ultra, I can say not 20 Ultra looked much better. Overall, the design I love right now would be the new iPhone. So I think the boxy shape, it's just amazing. It's just very good. Okay, so that'll be the design. Good, not the best. So the next thing I want to talk about is obviously the multimedia, and starting with multimedia, let's talk about the screen. Amazing screen, let's just say that. Like I said, 6.9-inch 2K resolution video. It also has 120 Hertz, and it's just so vibrant. I love the color Samsung gives the screen. It's vibrant, and obviously the resolution, the sharpness is there. It gets very bright in the sunlight, but the thing I really like is it gets very dim. People don't care about it, but it's very important for me, at least, for the screen, that it can go quite dim at night time, so it doesn't disturb your eyes. Talking about 120 Hertz, I used it at the beginning, and I disabled in the end. And for me, it's more important. They are giving me 2K resolution display, but then they're not giving me 120 Hertz with it. So if I want the 120 Hertz, I have to go back to full HD plus, and that is just why are you giving me 120 Hertz and 2K display, and then not giving me the option to have both things? Let me decide it. I know they did it just to save the battery, but I want to be the one who decides that after paying 1300 what I want. I hated that from the Samsung, and I was expecting it with the new updates of the software. They will enable this feature, but they didn't. I hate it. So in the end of the day, I went for the higher resolution, and I don't care about the 120 Hertz. In the end of the day, when I switched back to the normal 60 Hertz, I did notice at the first day, I think there was a bit of lag, but then I just got used to it. I don't notice any difference anymore. Obviously, if I put it back to 120, you can see a bit of more smooth, but for me, I prefer the resolution than the 120 Hertz. Don't care it as much. For normal use, don't care. But overall, love the display. I think it's one of the best display in the market, if not the best, my opinion. Okay, talking about the display, and obviously it's very important when you're watching content is the audio, and I was very surprised because always in the past Samsung had good quality, but not there, like not the best for the price, the premium. And I think this year the speaker quality just gone up, and I think it's really there with iPhones. I still think the iPhone has got a bit more bass, but I think the clarity of the audio and the bass and everything, I think it's quite good, and helps you to immerse, when you're watching any content like YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, etc. I love it. Every time when I'm watching movies on the phone, sometimes you can really see that it's just not the screen, the audio of the phone is very good, and I think this year they have done a very good job. Well done for that, Samsung. Now let's talk about the big dogs. Let's talk about the cameras. I love the cameras in Samsung. This phone, I think I've used always Samsung in the past, and I think these camera setups are the best overall. The main camera obviously is 108 megapixel. You can obviously, it's not okay. The main camera is the 108 megapixel, and it's very good camera. Obviously it doesn't always shoot on the 108. Normally when you just point and click and take a picture, it's in 12 megapixel, but still very good colors, very sharp, and it's just so easy to do it. Samsung has got so much better with time. There used to be a big difference between iPhones always being obviously and Google Pixel and being the king for the past few years, but I think Samsung is there now with iPhone and Pixel. I think the three best cameras in the market right now. And the one feature that I want to talk about, I'll get to the video in a minute, it's the single shot mode they have got in the camera app. And for the past few months I've been using a lot. I've just got a newborn baby, and obviously all I do is just take pictures of her. So I've been using it a lot. I think it's a very good feature because most of the time people just don't want to go manual and fiddle around with different exposures and different color and everything for the picture. This one is very good. You just press one single take. It takes video, it takes GIFs, it's take different shots with different frames. It just gives you very good pictures, and gives you very good. It gives you very good quality of the pictures, and it gives you variety. And I just love that feature, and lately I've been using it a lot. But overall, the cameras are very good. Obviously the wide angle, I love having the wide angle. I think it gives you a lot to play with the camera. And the only thing I'm not sure about the camera, and I think that is more to do with with just having the feature and just show we have got 100 space zoom. And let's be honest, it's not really 100, is it? You get up to 30x and it's okay. After 30x it's just no good. You can't see anything really more. I've not used it. I'm not a guy who uses zoom normally in the pictures. When I want to take pictures, normally I just go there and take it. And I've just normally not use it. Maybe some people it would be good for them. For me, it's just there, that but not really giving me anything. Now, let's talk about the video before talking the front cameras of the phone. No, so video quality. Now, this video has been shot. All video is being shot on the cameras on the S20 Ultra, and video quality is very good. The camera stability is really good. I can say it's nearly there with the iPhones. I think still the iPhones are the best, but I think it's nearly there. The quality is very good. I prefer the color the Samsung gives, more vibrant than the iPhone, but that's my opinion. But I think the video quality is very good. You guys can tell me how it looks, but overall it's very good. Now let's talk about the battery life. So obviously, like I said before, it has got fast charge capability up to 45 watts, but obviously in the box it only comes 25 watt charger, at least comes with a charger. But I love having super fast charging or fast charging. It just gives you so much how you say, freedom, not to worry about the battery. Even if the battery life is not brilliant, you can just come home, and if you're struggling and you need to go somewhere, you just plug it in for 10 minutes and it gives you good 4 or 5 hours of battery on the phone. So I think fast charging must. I love it. Now talk about the battery life. The best screen on time I've got so far, that would be 6 hours 49 minutes, and that was the day that I obviously watched quite a bit of video content, and battery life was good. In general, I wouldn't say this is the battery king. It's a good battery life. It's not the best. Really, the thing it really bugs me, it's the difference of the battery life we have got in Exynos in Europe, and the Snapdragon they have got in USA, for example. The battery difference, we talk about nearly 20%, which is huge. If you want to watch the battery test, Mr. Who's the Boss, amazing channel, go and watch the video, you're gonna love it. And battery life, it depends. Sometimes I only get 3 hours screen on time depending on my use. If I use a lot of GPS or I'm doing a lot of pictures and videos, obviously the battery drains, but overall I can say it's a good battery. Not the best, considering it has got 5000 milliamp hour battery. I was expecting a bit more than that, but overall it's a good battery life. So now, in the end, let's talk about 5G. Okay, I think if you're buying a phone, don't think about the 5G yet. Reason being, look, the infrastructure is not there yet. Like, I'm not living very far from I live in Manchester, not very far from the town, and I only getting 4G plus. Now, I think we don't really have 5G, because when I go to the town, it says on the phone it's 5G, but the speeds I'm getting here, which is nearly 200 I think 200 mega speed, it's the same I'm getting with 5G in the town. So I think it's just showing 5G on the phone, but actually just not making any difference. For me, 5G obviously is not there, and don't think about the 5G, because if they put a 5G in the phone, it's gonna make it more expensive and not worth it. Don't buy the phone just because of the 5G. It's not there yet. We still, people would say, yeah, buy it, future proof. Yeah, but how long is gonna take? It took a long time for the 4G. I would say it still has got 3-4 years to go. So don't buy it because of the 5G. 5G is not. I think 4G plus is still good enough. You don't need more than 200. At least myself, I don't need more than 200. And before I finish the video, obviously the small things I can say I really love about this phone. I like the ability of, you know, being able to charge my watch. As you can see, the smartwatch are part of the Apple Watch. The battery lives are not really very good, and this one is only gives me a day of battery life, so it's nice to be able to charge it when I'm at work and I forgot to charge the watch. It's a nice feature. I like it. The other thing I like a lot is the DeX feature. I think it gives you a lot of room to play with. So I think you guys already know what the DeX feature is, but basically what it's doing is it gives you the desktop version of the phone. I think it's quite good, especially for the people, for the students. You know, like if you just your work in the university or whatever is just, you know, like related to the office and things like that, I think it's brilliant to have. And I think that's been it. Overall, I like the phone. If I recommend it, well, I'm not sure, because it's still £1,100 on the Samsung website, and I was watching it today, and I think the best phone for the best quality and price and the phone itself, I would say, if you have to go, I would recommend S20 Fan Edition, because that price on the Samsung website is $599 right now. It's like £600 phone, and pretty much there is not much big difference, and I think that's the phone I would go for if I have to recommend any phone. If you have the money, you want to buy it, you want the best, go for it. But for the money, I think the best phone Samsung has got to offer right now, it would be S20 Fan Edition. Anyways, soon the S21 will be coming out, and when that gets, we'll get the hands on it. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you in the next one.